Hey guys, Elite Legionario here, and today I'm bringing you battle number 5 for Empire Total War. In this battle, I will take command of Prussia, and my opponent, where is he? He's way over here. I forgot his name now. It'll tell us in the results screen anyway. He commands Austria. So, yeah, I can't remember the name of this map. Is it Siberian Plateau? I'm not sure. Still learning all that kind of stuff, so I might be wrong, guys, though. I'm sure some of the Empire guys can tell me. Anyway, my army consists of 4 units of each with an upgrade, superior line infantry. In my second battle, I was up against this guy when Sweden was using them, and I found them very effective indeed. So I decided I'd go with some of them. And I have a unit of guards on my extreme right as well, who's offering support there. And I believe I had a bit of a control problem there, so that's why my line's gone a bit wonky. I also have 5 units of Prussian Jaegers. 3 in my front and skirmish mode and 2 on the flanks to outmaneuver them, outflanking basically too. I've got a general's bodyguard, which is just basically just a shove the general in where he won't be in too much danger. Because I figure in this game, if the general dies, it really goes to custard. I've got to be much more careful with my general in the Empire Total War, and Shogun too for that matter, than with Roman Medieval too. The armies don't seem to have a big deal when the general dies like they do in this game. So the reason I'm a little more jumbled here is because I mucked the controls up, but it doesn't really matter, my enemy's plenty of distance away. And I also have 2 units of light dragoons and 2 units of guarded corps. One on each flank, one of each on each of my flanks, basically. I like to use a heavy cavalry. From what I've got so far, I like to use guarded corps or other heavy cavalry, and light dragoons can mix with each other to protect and support one another in battle, basically. But obviously the dragoons weaken enemy cav and flanks and things, and if the enemy goes after them, you send your heavy cav to protect them, then withdraw your light cav to go around the flanks and that kind of thing. That's what I'm trying to do, but much more limited success, I guess you'd say, because I'm just not used to the whole mechanics of this game yet. It will take me some time. So my allies got 2 units of Windview Jaegers, which are an extremely good light infantry unit. I believe they are Windview rifle, no smoke powder or no smoke at all, fairly quiet, and I mean they can really good in ambushes. Just a very good unit all round, but pretty expensive. So he's got 2 of those. And he's got an enormous infantry line of, I think he's got 8 guards, which are the elite infantry units. Obviously he's got no upgrades on them, but 8 of these dudes will be a challenging opposition indeed. And he's also got 2 units of household cavalry one on each flank. So that's his army, and I see that he's brought his Windview Jaegers up way ahead without any support. So I was going to go after them and try to knock them out of the fight. I was hoping to just absorb his attention with my dragoons here in the woods, and I was figuring the woods would give me the cover I need. But I was a bit mistaken there. But what that was to do is basically to make sure that my heavy cavalry didn't take casualties to them while I used them to charge. But this is where I wish I actually probably just had a couple like regiments of horse or hussars or some light cavalry unit, because I would have been able to catch them much quicker before these household cavalry were able to catch up and cause me some severe problems. So I do get some of these some of these Windview Jaegers are legging it like me. I mean, look at that, look at them run. But I'm going to get pretty bashed up because I've gotten so far ahead, and my guard de corps is absolutely shredded. They just get owned. I'm not sure why they got so quickly owned, but they just did, and they didn't come back. But I'm using my light dragoons in support to try and inflict as much damage as I can as well. But I blunder with them too temporarily, because I forgot again to put them on skirmish mode. Old Rome Total War habits showing their head and stuff. So they don't withdraw as quickly as I wanted them to. In this case they don't withdraw at all, even though I've told them to, so that's a real pain. So over here though, I get a volley off into his household cavalry, but I'm pulling out of this. I want to save one of my units. So I will lose these Garde de Corps, full mode Garde de Corps, and these dragoons I will likely lose as well against these household cavalry. So that was a blunder on my part, and not a very good one. So what should have been a much more decisive piece of military action there was not very well executed. Light cavalry would have been a better choice for going after these Windbushes, as you can see. This unit lost 9, and I'm not sure where the other unit is. Is it up here? No, this is household cav. Ultimately they didn't really lose. I wouldn't have been too perturbed by it if I'd destroyed his Windbushes, but it wasn't all that successful. But while this has been going on, I've been moving my own army up under the cover of the woods. And looking very awesome indeed. I think Prussia's a faction I will learn to like very much. From what I gather, Austrian infantry actually isn't as good as other infantry from other videos and things I've read. Apparently it's not as good, but the Windbushes are excellent from what I gather, and it appears the second unit took only 4 casualties, so I mean that cavalry strike, yeah, probably did a lot of damage to his cav, but it was more damaging to me than anything else. But I do manage to save one of my light dragoons, which comes in very handy later on. But I've got my units of 3 units of Prussian Jaegers up front, and then the skirmishing tactics mode, so they'll duck down and use cover, and they'll shoot up these Windbushes. Well, I don't know how effective they'll be being from here. And the 2 dudes on the flank, which we're going to use to obviously shield my flanks a bit and to use them for outflanking the enemy. So as you can see, no smoke for Windbushes it seems. But we can't be having a lot of effect because the terrain isn't exactly even. So reloading up nicely there. But I don't really think either of us will be hitting much. Not with this sort of terrain anyway. Not yet anyway, there's sort of big ridges in both our ways. I'll have a better line of sight than he will, but nonetheless probably not all that great. But I'm going to use my light dragoons to just harass his cav, maybe harass his Windbushes as they are being harassed by my Prussian Jaegers, that way I can move up. So they're loading up their rifles. And any moment now. Like clockwork, these guys rock it. This guy's a nice big pistol. He must be like the commander of the unit. So I killed a couple of these Windbushes with that volley, and it is allowing me to some more shots up here too. Well, I'll probably I believe I use the distraction of my horses to move my men up unhindered by these Windbushes. As he's pulling back to his main line now. Not sure which one of these units is his general. I know these Windbushes outrange my light dragoons, so I'll just pull it out of that. As you can see, I'm now bringing up my own men basically I'm going to park myself up on this ridge sort of as best as I can. That should give me a better range over him. That was my thinking. So anyway, I just drum there. Apparently there's a mod out there you can get that like gives them actual marching tunes and songs, stuff that they play on the drums. It sounds quite cool. So anyway, I believe I will be harassing more, but I'm not quite got the range I want. I realise with my skirmishes he'll be forced to come forward, so I'm just going to happily shoot away at his guards while they're out of range. So getting into position here now, and I still don't think by this point that I actually had the range, so I'll have to keep on moving up, which I will do in a moment. And I'm using as you can see over here, I'm using my Prussian light dragoons out there to go around the flanks, just forcing him to do this sort of thing over here where he's reshuffling his line, which means this line is more susceptible to damage as well. So we continue to keep moving up, and I think they are close enough to range now, I believe, or they're near enough to it, or over here they appear to have the range. And this unit's actually taking quite a bit of damage from these Windbushes, which are doing a good job. They do, I really wish we had light cav earlier, because I could have killed these guys much sooner. And I kill his general, it seems. As you can see, the battle is now on. At least the skirmishing part of it is. But I'll keep this going as long as possible. I put a limit on this game, 5 light infantry tops. I've gathered so far from my online experience with this and reading forums and things that things like spamming these Jaegers is quite a pain. It's kind of like the urban or Spartan spams of Rome Total War. Kind of like the Empire Total War version of that sort of thing. So I was aware of that, and I sort of picked it up too, like if you got loads of light infantry, just how annoying it is to try and face an opponent who's just packing tons of light infantry, because you've got to get up there, and the only way I can probably get around it is using lots of your own light infantry and perhaps some windshield, jump throwing militia type units. So I successfully now have his guards in range, which is good. And I'll continue to shoot them away with my skirmishers until a certain point where I'll pull them behind the line, because otherwise they're going to get caught in melee, probably likely with these guards, which will mean they'll die. So that's what that's about. But I should soon have the range with my own line infantry and my own guards, which I believe I do now. They're starting to move themselves into action. And as you can see, the guards are now firing away as well. And there's a lot of smoke going on, and it's a really epic battle. But I'm winning quite decisively. This is mostly due in part to the fact that I have better positioning, and I was able to weaken quite severely with my skirmishing contingent. So here's my trying out flanking, but of course I've got my own my running Jaegers out here to just keep that in check. As you can see, a lot of his line is buckling as this is happening. I'm bringing my dragoons on the flanks, getting behind him and just generally harassing him and being very much a pain on that flank. So even though he's got much stronger infantry than me, bringing the guards, I had better positioning, I had longer range, I outflanked him. I just had several things going my way really, and as you can see, his guards are just getting cream. Here he's using them against my guards in melee, but that's going to go my way. But these guys are pretty awesome in melee. Both guard units are excellent. So my life guard will do pretty excellent job of dealing with these Prussian guards, I think. And the other units out there will get destroyed by my superior line infantry, which are a very cool unit. A very cool unit indeed. So here my line infantry getting engaged with some of his guards, and here he's chasing the dragoons with his remaining household cav. But as this happened, I pulled my skirmishers back behind the line, most of them anyway, but some of them got wrecked. None of them really got caught, and I'm using this unit to outflank this unit that's in here, so I managed to rout it. And that pretty much destroys my opponent's army there, basically because I was able to outrange it with my skirmishers. I really thought he would have more wind bushes than that, but I think he was new as well. He said he was new, so... Well, then again, I'm new though, so I don't have any problem when I just defeat another new player. It's only fair that way, really. And I'll be moving up now just to finish off the remainder of this fight. So I might just triple speed it a bit here, guys. And just a little bit more. There we go. And it's pretty much his army in full flight there. So basically, I mean, here's the end. He had really good infantry, but he didn't have any skirmishers. We only had 2 wind shakers, and they were effective, but there's just not enough of them. And I was able to keep him, basically to force him to come to me, and I was able to. He allowed me to have the high ground. I did make a bit of a blunder there at my cav at the start, but ultimately what looked like a bad start turned into a pretty easy victory because of the fact that I had I had 4 more units of skirmishers. So I had 756 men, 304 losses, 517 kills. He had 760 men, 538 losses, and 254 kills. So there's the unit statistics. As you can see, my guard de corps just got owned. Without inflicting much casualties. One of my dragoons, the one that lasted the end, got 49 kills, so it did well. The other unit got caught out, so I muddled up the skirmish mode. Superior line infantry, they didn't go without casualties, but they did come off pretty much dominant in every fight. My life guards, 107 kills all up, and my Prussian Jaegers were really handy in this fight all the way through, particularly these two, 34 and 40. But this one took heavy casualties though. I mean, they went without casualties, this one got 30 as well. So everything came together quite nicely. So thanks for watching, guys, and thank you for playing. I think his name was Squeaks1997. Thanks for playing, man, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Elite Legionary signing off. See you next time.